believe is a magnetic zone field. So everybody has a personal, individual magnetic zone, which depends on the distance. Let's say if somebody wants to kick you, the longest weapon is probably the side kick. It's the most stretched, the longest weapon. Punch is probably the boxing jab. It's the longest. So let's say he gives me a side kick. So when he needs to come at least there to kick me and to hurt me maybe a little closer, so like this. Okay? So if he jumps around out of this area and kicks around there, so I'm quite relaxed because he can't really hurt me or bring me in any trouble. If you kick there, so doesn't care, I can stay the way I want. So if he comes closer and I get a little bit funny, I have my, just closer. Do you speak English anyway? Okay, just prepare, but no matter what he does, if you understand the footwork and Wing Chun with the pressure and all the stuff, we talked a little bit, or I explained you a little bit earlier on. So the position of Wing Chun, basically, I explained you, if you don't have the pressure together, just you turn up your hips. It's basically nothing else than like this. This is what's happening, right? So you just squeeze your knees, and your lower part of your body is tense all the time, in a relaxed way. So if you later on start to feel shaking, your legs, it's perfect. So what's meant, the lower part is like a bow is ready to shoot. It's already extended and waiting. Your upper part is very relaxed. No matter what he tries to do, so you're already ready to attack. He, no matter which step, punches, kicks, grapples, whatever, he needs to prepare. So the magnetic zone field is the distance. Let's say, you give me the side kick. The one thing is very good, if somebody can kick you, you definitely can kick him. No matter how tall he is. Even a small person can kick straight when he gives a side kick to him, being attacked like this, okay? So if he can touch me, I can touch him. It's the natural physics. This is the basics. No matter what he does, this magnetic zone field helps, is one of our first concepts, not to anticipate the move of the enemy, because you can't. So we don't fight visual except in the beginning. As soon as the fight starts, there's no time for visual reactions. Everything is too fast. So when he jumps around there, no matter what he wants to do, he wants to attack, he needs to prepare, I mean. Because I'm already there to attack. So I don't need to step first, prepare. He needs to step first, you see? This is what he needs first to attack me. No matter he wants to punch me or grab me, he needs to step first. And this is what we call magnetic zone field. He steps into that area when he can't touch me. So over there, I don't care. If you keep from there, just from there, kick. See, I'm not in danger. If you kick me for real, boom! So in this case, I don't care what he wants to do. Because he moves, I attack him. So his first movement is preparation. My first movement is an attack. So we don't waste any time for that, okay? So once you understand the concept, just with the simple Wing Chun steps and chain punches, you can defeat the most non-Wing Chun attacks, like say Thai boxing attacks. We don't mind anything against Thai boxing, Taekwondo, karate, boxing. Don't misunderstand when I say this, because just for the beginners, when we say Thai boxing, people know what we mean. It's like a roundhouse kick, or boxing is like jabs and hooks and uppercuts, stuff like this, okay? If you say grappling, it could be anything. So the style, we don't care about styles or methods or systems, okay? So just what we try to do to provide somebody comes to our school, to give him the realistic chance to defend him against all kinds of attacks. So it really doesn't matter, it's Taekwondo, karate. We don't care about these things. Okay, so you understand. So the first, whatever he does, first thing we always try with a circle step. Let's say he wants to give me a snap kick like in karate or something. You just do this. You don't need to block. First of all, you have to understand, you can't block a stronger, a kick is much stronger than my arm. First, secondly, it don't work. Scientifically, if he gives me like a Maigari or something, this is what you see in books. You kick me fast. So he kicks against my arm, look. Because he doesn't kick the target. Looks fantastic. If he would really kick the target, kicks my little brain down there. Now my arm is too short. Scientifically, block doesn't work, you see? But in most demonstration kick, they are here. So he kicks against my forearm, which makes a block. But because he kicks my arm, he doesn't kick the target. So we don't believe in these things. Everything below our genitals, we don't block or try to touch with the hand. So any of my knees, you kick, just kick. You see? My circle step, which is like a wedge. See? Any force. Look, I make like the same foot moves each time. If he gives me a knee kick here, so my energy is always forward. If he gives me a kick with the other cross kick, if he kicks me over here, just kick, don't worry, just kick. See, I'm safe for a cross kick over here. I'm always safe, or snap kick. I still use the same foot. Or even a round toss high kick. Or from this side. So he can't reach me because I'm not there. So it's very important that you learn less resistance, much as possible protection while you attack. So basically we don't teach you self-defense, we teach you self-offense. Okay? You know all the saying, the best defense is your own attack. Yeah? You can choose boxing, whatever. You probably learn something like this. Hey, you. Right? So if you're tough, you can take it, but maybe the other person is not tough. It's not good for him or her. Okay, so you have always had the fight visual. So if you fight, which I'm going to next stage is hands. Okay, so look, you always protect the same wedge, triangle concept you have here, you have up here. So what I always say, you have a three-dimensional protection shield in front of you. If you take your upper body from your groin to the top of your head, this is your vital organs. You divide in a vertical midline and a horizontal midline. This is approximately your solar plexus. This is the center point. From here, a straight line goes straight to your enemy, any kind. Doesn't matter the size, your center line grows with a tall or short, whatever the enemy is. So the small guy is here, the tall guy is here. Why? So let's say you have a small guy. Can you go on your knees, please? I love this position. So don't call me Monica. I'm not Clinton. So, hey. I have to hear this every day in California. If I stay like my center line would be straight, he could hit my tummy. I couldn't even touch him, you see? It's a big angle. That's why my center line drops to his. Now if he wants to hit me again, I can go forward and be protected, even if smaller, you see? Now let's say it's Michael Jordan. You like this one, right? Now the same here. If I keep my center line my own level, so he has all the angle to hit me. But if I lift up to his angle, now if he punches me, so I can go in, you see, I'm protected and he can't touch my tummy because this is too far away for him. So you understand a little bit about the center line theory in WT. Now this is very important. Now if you look at frontally, so we have basically the width from elbow to elbow. You have the depth from your fingertip to your elbow. Okay, and then you have the height from your highest point to your lowest. So which creates, if you have an imaginary line from the top of your head, top of your finger to the manzo, you have one imaginary line and one here to your groin. So now of course if he stays in a manzo wuza position in our system, if he doesn't move at all, you can hit him very easy. Now this is where we put in our concept, one of our first active movements. So if he moves in, the arms move forward, so which creates pressure, which you need to make a wedge work. No pressure, no wedge. Okay, the same as we here. So the same concept we exactly have here for the lower part. Okay, but more important of course is your upper part because of the vital organs, but we still care about our legs, okay? So most people, they don't care, give me a kick, they be like, boom, and they're tough. 25, 26-year-old, they're gone. Everything's broken. So we don't want this. Everything you see in Wing Chun, the distance, we have no blocks at all. So everything's a hindered attack. So if he's very close and he gives me a kick from here, I can do what we call bong gurk or jab gurk, or he kicks over here. I try to kick him, but he's so fast, I was so slow that he can hinder my kick, which turns in this position. Same with my punch. If I punch, he's very strong. He will push my arm in something like this, but the arm is still active, trying to move forward unconsciously. Okay? So, the same concept here and there again. If the distance to open and he kicks me, whatever, so you're not going to try to do this. Because this would not work for a woman or a smaller man against a really hard kicker. So the same thing. Remember in your legs, he kicks you, you just kick, or he kicks you this way, you can always use him. So you're not standing there and anticipating. Right? So you understand how you can't do that. So very important, everything is an attack. Now, if you understand this concept, you already have the bridge for the two distances, which is the most dangerous to get in. So now, doesn't matter, later on, for me I have no problem how expert he is in kicking, spinning back kicks, whatever you try to do, because I'm in before he can do anything. So I don't care about what kind of a tool he's going to use to hurt me. If I'm too slow, he kicks, or spinning back kick or whatever. You can always do these things. Second, if you're a little late. You're much later, he kicks you high, you don't know. You can always use your techniques according to the concept, but still, if your footwork is good, for a beginner, so what I'm telling is basically people like other Wing Chun styles, our guests here, or new first-timers in Wing Chun, you know your footwork, you pay the first 3 months of work. I'm not using any technique, kick me please. Just simple steps, or he wants to grab me or whatever. I'm here, grab me again. All footwork, so you don't see bong zao, cham zao, you don't see any kind of techniques. Actually, we don't sell you guys or teach you guys techniques neither. So if you understand everything, it's just motion. Relaxed, forward energy. If somebody comes, bends your arm, fine. You go back into this, like a feather. So you don't have a cham zao, bong zao. These things don't exist later. Sounds very complicated. But as soon as you have any resistance, any kind of thing like blocks, then it's not for Wing Chun, not for women. It's not launching system. Anything is no resistance is Wing Chun launching system, okay? So, of course you can do all this beautiful stuff for shows. We have to create things like you saw this morning, that you do these things so you can show everything in a performance. But for real, you have to crash the guy because of fear, okay? I can show you a couple of demos. Kick me anything. Yeah, do very simple. If you guys the hammer kick, what he try, I don't know what he's gonna do, right? So you can always go, but important is to balance. You don't have the pressure, you just lose, because most people don't understand how can we stay on the rear foot. Very important, everything you learn in Serum Tower, which means little idea, there's not one big little idea, there's lots of little ideas. Every motion, every little bit has an own little idea in it, okay? So this is what you learn here, it's the most important. If there's any secret, it's in your footwork. So even I step in, sweep my foot, look, I'm always here, I'm not, just pick my foot. Oh, power. Even he moves, I'm not shaking. I can punch all the time. So I'm not fighting for my balance. If I would have like some people do 60-40, if I do this, now I'm very vulnerable. He can attack me because I have to fight for my balance. So very important. Now when I show you, it's because of my pressure. Sweep, move my foot. So you can also do these things, but it's not, again, it's not active. When you feel, so I'm not trying to sweep my foot. Okay, if I feel a little too strong, more than my pressure is, no, Figma. I just let it go, you see? Just let go, just let pass his foot. But I'm not doing it myself. I'm not lifting up here. Go, take a leak and then move on. All right? Because then you run over the other one. You don't want to let it in. Now, also with the footwork, because this is important, otherwise you can't close the gap. This is our position. Your rear knee is hidden behind the front knee, so you have a wedge as you have it here. Once you're in your opponent, we do not stand, it's not our pre-fighting position. Wenn ich das mit Mansa am Fuß vor. The problem is, look, I can kick him, he can't even touch me. So if he gives me a roundhouse kick, see? Now, stay, don't move that foot, again. Don't move that foot, look, I'm still here. Kick me from there again. Now you see the distance? So my head is still here. Now I don't give him a target. This is our pre-fighting position. Now if you kick me, what do you have to do? So, scusi. So you need to come closer so I can hit in, right? But before I couldn't do it. Okay? Do again. Now you see the distance? Now, that's it. So I can touch him too. Remember? So it's the same concept for against kicks, also against, when you really stay like this, you force him come into the fist distance. Okay? Otherwise he's going to dance. So we don't care, we don't run after people. If he's, let's say, over there, jumps around, we just don't care. You want something, you come. So he needs to attack you. If not, in that case, we're very passive. Right? Very passive, so we don't want trouble. So whatever he does, okay, give me a hammer kick. Everything is diagonal. You just go straight in. Give me a roundhouse kick. Give me a snap kick. No matter what he does, give me a spinning back kick. Spinning back kick, spinning back fist. So geht der Fußfaust mitgedreht. Achso, den hier. See, I'm always in. Either one of them, kick or back fist. So I'm always here, I'm always in. So once you're in, you crash the guy. You don't give him space at all to move. So which means you disable a kicker, any kind of a kicker, or a boxer, or puncher. So once he attacks me, go. Can you punch me? Punch, 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 kick. So I push him in a position, even though you want to do elbow. Give me elbow. My distance always here. Now he's maybe in a position to throw me. Love me. Okay, the problem is most grapplers, they forgot about the hands of the enemy. And the enemy, or in this case against the grappler, the enemy doesn't know how to use their limbs. Okay? As long as a human built the way we are, there's only one way to fight. It's using these limbs. The question is how you use it. How you use it. Some people are this, some people and some people take one go kickboxing, some people grab you. Again, it's nice, all lovely, all the philosophy, everything, beautiful. But as an individual, I'm more interested in saving my face, my nose, everything, okay? This is more my concern than doing nice movements. Has to be logical, rational. Okay, all the motions have to be very economical. Save me time. Generally, most people, they work, what? Manufacturers, offices, they work 5 to 6 days a week. They have maybe twice, if they're lucky, 3 times a week for 2 hours or an hour and a half to train. So they can jump ropes, they can do all these things, but you know how long it's going to take to learn something, any style they do? So Wing Chun, you don't need this. You start with Wing Chun, you stop the class with Wing Chun on the first day out. The most simple stuff, after one class, intensively doing chin punches, doing the footwork, will help you to go to this gap. It's most important. Once you know this, then we can start to show you skill more techniques. But this is a high skill already. When you start Wing Chun, this is what we show. And in mid-level, you do lots of cheese, lots of technique, and you guys going to be lots of confused because so much information. The higher you go, the less you will use them again. Because your body is ready to perform at any time. An incoming force will push your limbs in any direction. You'll not decide this anymore. So you will become a circle back to them what you learned the first day. Because I'm very high ranking, and I don't want to show him my bongsa or my faksa or my nice chamsa. I don't care. If he attacks me, I want to hit him before he hits me. With the most protection and less resistance as possible. For that, you need to be very flexible. Okay? Any questions still here? So when you understand this, then you don't need to go in this theory game. Yeah, what if I do this, if I do that? Because I don't care. Try it. I knock you out, you try. It's very simple. Okay? What I'm explaining you guys is not Emin Boztepe, don't mistake. It's belonging sister. I'm a human, I'm beatable. I try my best to survive till today, but again, it's about the efficiency of this system, which makes me who I am, end of the day. I can do boxing, wrestling, I would always go home like this. Right? I think I look a little bit more pretty than that. Because I have the protection I need while I attack the guy before he attacks me. You understand now? It's about the system, it's not about the person. But humans always like to pinpoint somebody, hey, I want to be this guy. But why is this guy so good? Because the system behind him is so good, which gives me all the chances. So this means everyone in our organization has the chance. My Sifu was one of the first in the world to climb up. Everybody was in front of him. I had the same chance in his organization. Everybody has a chance still to go on top of me one day, you know, like. So it's no, everything is open. The person who understands the concepts and works hard will achieve his aim. Very, very simple. Okay? It's all about yourself. And this is the same thing for self-defense. If you're really interested to protect yourself, you're not going to jump around. You're not going to make the nice movement on the back. You're going to look something that's rational, fast, and effective. Okay? So now, again, combination. A lot of people go, wow, what do you do against combination? The same thing again. If you let it happen, if you give this space for, he can box, he can combine. Right? But again, he needs to come in, combine. Hey, where's your combination? Now, even though I'm not using my skill, I'm just still first student level. First and second student program, what I'm showing you guys. And he has already trouble. Okay? So, doesn't matter. If you want to use more, if you box, so you can go more. So now, he can't even use his elbows, nothing. So he only can grapple me. Once you understand the pressure, let me bring this. I already locked it. I give him all my weight by unbalance, you see? Because I have my pressure. Wrestle me. My hands are always free. I'm never going to hold him. One of our principles, if you hold, you can hurt. If I hold him, I can punch him. And it's the only chance for a weaker person to keep constantly hitting him. Same spot. Wrestle me, bring me under. Hit. Now he can't even wrestle me. You understand now the idea? But if I go, any question the first to distance, kick and punches? Good. Elbow, knees. Even be here, I go back to the wrestling later, or grappling. If you're here, he grabs your knee, neck, try to give you whatever. Let's say I'm here, you grab me, takes the punches, he's a tough guy, and try to do his Thai boxing. Give me knee. If I have my pressure here, he has no space. If you lift up his leg, so now it's here. Now again, one of the advantages of the long-term system is what? Using your limbs at the same time. Many of them, right? Not just focusing on the knee. If he grabs me here, I'm here, give me knee, I'm not going to do. Go. Right? So if he gives me the knee, well, I'm working down here. I'm working upstairs. So he will never have 100% focus behind any of his attacks because he's fighting for his balance. Because I'm able to assist him, to use my limbs to keep him busy up there and down here. And because of the contact, attack me. Because of that, I already locked all his weapons. I control all his hands. Try to kick me. Lift that leg. Now he's just switches weight, right? Punch me. Punch me, see? This is what you guys call them later. Cheese or whatever. I will come to that too. Punch. See? Whatever. He drops his hand, punch. I'm always here. All my energy goes to his face. And what we teach you in the end of the day is not fist fighting or leg fighting. It's man fighting. His brain wants to hurt me. These are just tools. And the most other styles punch, they want to do this. They want to hurt the tool. Or even some other Wing Chun people, right? Okay. Mama fetch, chatso. You see things like this. Look, the energy goes there. And lointing, the energy goes there. So everything is focused on the captain. Once you get the captain, the soldiers are out of control, right? So you understand the concept, the principle a bit more? Good. So whatsoever, if you know how to get in, with our basic movements basically. And from A to B, a lot of things can happen. Let's say, look, you punch me very fast, okay? Go. Did you see a bong out there? Punch me really hard. Come on, again, look. Anybody see a bong out? Yeah. Anyone else? Again, look. Did you see a bongo? But there is. The problem is this with people they call it techniques. And this is for people that like to fish in seminars. A little bit here, a little bit there. They go home and they have lots of ideas. But they can't find the aim. To reach the aim, it's never possible because they already know too much. You know, I call these people that know much but can't do it smartass. So what I mean is, if you go and say, look, let's say I'm a Wing Chun teacher, he's my Sifu, right? I'm following him for 10 years. And he shows me this, okay, hit me. So I beat everybody, one day somebody comes and, oh, Sifu, didn't work, your stuff doesn't work. So Sifu goes back, hey, so that guy attacked me. Look, works on with me, so there's something wrong with it. Show me slowly again, Sifu, show me. So the Sifu goes very slowly, now, picture by picture. Now you stop the picture. Still. Sifu was like, what's happening? What's this? What's this? You have never shown me this. Hey, I showed you, but you just didn't look. Punch me, look. It's there, you just watch. What I'm saying is now, you have to stop the whole motion in the middle. People see this. What is this? I don't know, let me see what's happening. Punch me slowly. Oh, he's bending my arm. Whoa, what do you call it? Okay, let's give a name. Well, it's a swinging arm, right? He swings my arm. So this is the name. Let's say Wing Chun would not be developed in China, would be here. Now you go to Hong Kong, teach Chinese, go, swinging arm. It's just a name. Doesn't change on the scientific concept and motion at that time. Doesn't change anything. It's just a name. Now what's happened? The student's going to go, what? Bongso! Technique. He has a pocket full of technique. Now he goes and works with this. Now the student, same thing. Head, but now the punch. Punch me inside. Punch me here. Okay, very fast. Did you guys see some chumsa or something like that? Tanzo? Anyone see something? Same thing. 5 6 7. He changes direction. It doesn't work. Then he hits me this way. Slow down. Okay. Same thing again. So chamsa, sinking elbow, right? Because his elbow is being forced to sink. So another technique. What's happened? His pocket is full. Now he knows so much. This is, by the way, your brain. Okay. What I'm saying, right?